apologies for this tragic wordplay, but you've gone from shooting fish to shooting Farrell in your career.
Nice.
Very nice.
That's the first person who's ever said that to me. Congratulations.
The minions have been working 24/7 to concoct that.
Very impressed.
But how does Total Recall figure as a movie-making experience in your career?
How does it figure? It's less of a shock, I suppose, having done movies that are a little bit outside of my sensibility a few times now. The whole notion of anyone handing me a machine gun is still quite funny to my family. But I really enjoyed this character. I think she's really fun and kind of crazed and slightly hysterical, and it's an interesting experience to be in this kind of a film, with my background.
And Laurie's an amalgamation of the Michael Ironside and Sharon Stone characters in the Arnie movie. Did you revisit that at all, or just choose to steer clear?
We didn't really. I mean, certainly as actors, the tone of that movie is so different and kind of relatively camp and sort of tongue-in-cheek, and ours isn't really at all. So there wasn't any danger of going, well, what if I accidentally do the exact same performance as Sharon Stone? Because I knew I wasn't going to be wearing leg warmers and doing high kicks and going, ha, it just wasn't in the script. So, but I watched it after we'd done the movie, and yes, the trajectory of the character is quite similar. I last a bit longer in this one, but it wasn't really ever a risk to do the same thing.
Yeah, now superficially, some people might see Laurie as just the villainess of the piece.
Right.
But if you delve deeper, I mean, she's really put in a horrible ethical position with her job.
Yeah, exactly.
What's your emotional take on her?
I think the thing is that she's the most highly trained operative. She's obviously an extremely bright woman, very physically capable. And as far as Hauser, which is the operative that Colin Farrell's playing, she's basically on a par with him. I think she feels relatively passed over, and then suddenly finds herself on this quite humiliating, degrading detail where she's not told who she's living with. She's not told what the point of her job is, and she's basically sleeping with this bloke who, to all intents and purposes, is a bit of a loser and a factory worker, and making his tea and washing his pants and things. And I think that's a real come down. And I think she probably feels that, partly it's because of the bad luck of being female that she's got this crap job, and I think by the time she actually is allowed to sort of open up and be who she really is, she's really pissed off about all that. So that's sort of in it as well.
And how much fun was it to reel off a few delicious one-liners to everyone? Everyone's being morbidly serious around you, and you have these glorious one-liners.
I suppose it's funny because I never really thought, we were all saying there's no one-liners in this movie, obviously, because the original movie, I don't think the original script had any one-liners in it, and that all became kind of tailored for Arnold, who I think probably says one-liners in life, maybe. In all his
Consider
movies.
this a divorce.
Yes, exactly. So I didn't realise I had any one-liners until they started showing up in the trailer. I thought I was just doing the scene and the character.
And how did you find that elevator scene? I'm not sure whether it's called elevator or lift.
It's lift over here. I've been
good.
saying elevator in America, but it's quite a relief not to be anymore.
Yeah, how was that to film?
That was the one I was the most intimidated by, to be honest, just because it was me beating up everybody at the same time in quite a small space in this lift, and I didn't come on board to the movie until quite late on, but I had about 4 days between the movie I was doing and this one. So I thought, the last thing I want to be is the one who's supposed to be beating everybody up, the one's actually messing it up all the time. So it was quite a challenging one, and it's one of the scenes I'm the happiest with, just because it was difficult.